Hello, so today we're going to discuss why I wear uniforms like this again. I've tried to explain it in many videos and I keep getting emails and letters that keeps asking, and it's like, well, I got a video up. So first of all, you have to understand is that as an African American, we have belief systems. And sometimes when we find that our belief system is rocky, whether it be, so say for instance, if you're a religious believer, uh, we know that religion is sometimes hard to accept because there's no science involved, there's no fact. If God is so real, then how come he doesn't show himself to me? So that's how I am. I'm an empirical person. Now, when you look at the definition of empirical and you think about my company, True and Noble Empirical Republic, it's about living your life based on reality, okay? Having a truth before you. So ever since 1999, I opened up Federation for Law and Government. And of course, as years have gone on, when Obama came and Obama hired all his czars and he destroyed a lot of private nonprofits and he destroyed a lot of nonprofits in America that were helping black people. Black people, I don't even want to talk about y'all right now, y'all stupid people. You use some sort of reality. And so what I've learned since being a community and social services agent, somebody who, hey, do you have your ID? I found that the majority of the people that every agency in Chicago is helping, the majority are black, who've lived in Chicago, lived in other states, but the majority of people in Chicago who are homeless, destitute, disabled, they're black. And so when you see this reality, then you say, well, people say black and I'm proud, and people say black is beautiful. That's a lie. There's no truth in that. So when you do see black people who are identifying as black people, sometimes they have to do that for you because they know that black people are very dangerous people. They don't accept the truth. You have to waste your time and energy trying to prove a truth to them. You can lead them to the water, they won't drink. You will say one thing to them and they will combat you. Give you a perfect example. The average black in Chicago between the ages of 16 years old and 27 years old thinks the Democratic Party freed them. Even though it is in every dictionary, every book, every material you can read, the Democratic Party was the slave master party. Yet blacks in 2023, because their mothers have continued to vote Democrat for whatever reason, okay? We don't know why these black people vote Democrat, because we asked them, name something that the Democratic Party's done for you, and they can't answer you. They'll say something like, the Republicans, they won't do anything, or the Republicans, they assume. That's what black people do. They lie, deceive, that's their job. And you gotta watch out for them. And I'm asking you, if you are a person like myself who is just tired of not finding truth in something, I have all these ex-offenders that come to me who've been to the naughty home, we call it the naughty home still, but they've been to juvenile justice. And they go back and forth to juvenile justice. And they say it was a black adult who told me that if I steal this car, then I'm gonna go for a few days and I'll be out. A lie. We continue to say white man and racism, white man and racism. That's the black people's lie. And a lot of people are caught up in that lie. So now your mind is always clouded and your mind is always suffering. And I don't want to suffer. I see so much suffering. Okay? When my ex-offenders come to me, I have rapists, literally rapists. I'm talking about real rapists. I'm talking about when you read their documentation from the state's attorney's office, it says this man actually forcibly on this woman did these things, or forcibly on this boy, because we have a lot of gay rape going on now from our black people, because again, Democratic Party, who know that black people are stupid, know that black people are easily deceived, know that black people don't want the truth, know that black people don't like the truth. So when you got that kind of people running around and you know it, you have to start saying to yourself, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to grow up always believing that I got to get the less deal. because that's what black people are raised on. Black people go to the train for loose squares. But when you look at the when you sit with somebody who says, hey, think about how much you're paying for loose squares. You actually took the time to get on a bus, go to 79th Street, get on a train, go downstairs, whatever you did, you went and did that. That's your time and energy to get to the train station. Then when you got there, you rode the train and you got your weed or whatever you did. Look at the time, energy, and money that was lost in that one little venture to get something that you can get legally at Zen, which is a dispensary. The 40% tax you crying about, you spent that on your travel. So many years that I've grown up in community and social services, I've been on 71st and South Shore. And I've seen, talked, and witnessed people who live in that area that will get out, go to their car, crank their car, drive 2-3 blocks to 71st and South Shore. You got a little square, you got a little square, you got a little square, feeding for that little square, little square, little square. And when you look at the empirical part of it, me saying I know this to be true, I'm empirical, I know it to be true, I've seen it, I witnessed it. I know people who are chronic smokers in the black community. But when I look at the black community and I say, who's in control of the tobacco industry? The white man. So you turn around on TV and say racism, 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 but then you keep all the money in the racist hands. Huh? How does that sound? I don't want to be a part of that. And if you want to continue to be a part of that, do that. Currently, being on CTA and monitoring CTA for the years I have, it's been a hard road because I'm coming in contact with this new black American woman and this new black American man. Now, the black American woman is basically the majority of your customer service assistants, your frontline workers for CTA. And because they live in misery, they need all the overtime in the world, they have no education, all their boyfriends are worthless, or they're prostituting themselves at CTA. And believe me, what I say, I don't care who, whatever, I'm a whistleblower. You think that all these black girls would be sleeping on the job if they weren't dating the senior managers? I know 2 senior managers dating 4 of the freaking girls. The girls get on the job and they learn from the other little black women. Girl, all you gotta do is go over there and talk to you. He making $100,000, girl. Girl, you only making $16 an hour. You got them 4 kids, girl. You know, you need to go on over there instead of being an African American girl. Stay black, girl. Go on there and. That's the sick stuff that I'm dealing with when I go to CTA and have to tell these girls, please don't sleep on the job. I'm being called by a senior citizen that gave me $1 to go check on you because they don't want to do what I'm doing because they're scared of you. Black American people won't admit it, and our African American partnership, like me, I admit it. I have no problem admitting to you that the black American people of the world are the most dangerous people in the world. I don't care how you want to say white man this, white man that. At the end of the day, everywhere in the world you will see that black people are treated wrong because they are the worst people and they love living that way. So if you want to continue to live the life of a black American, do you. But if you're listening to this and you want to be an African American, you want your mind to be free, your mind to be free, you to have a job, you to be comfortable, you to be able to take your child to lunch and dinner with legal money. I'm gonna leave you with that. I'm always ranting, but I'm doing it because I have so much experience with these black American people, acknowledging that they know that they need to change, but because they're black, they won't. And I don't want you to get caught up in that. So please contact me. Come on up here. And you would like the view back there? Thank you very much for your time. Please have a nice day.